BBC portrays an indebted African father selling his twin daughters into sexual slavery with adult men as a man who is forced to make difficult choices. What?
Abdul Rashid Azimi's home, we're suddenly confronted by the devastating impact. He calls for his daughters. Rukia and Rahila are twins. They're 7. Abdul is eager to explain why he's making unbearable choices. I'm ready to sell my daughters. I'm poor and in debt.
Oh my god.
But what
He's
can I
selling his
give?
kids?
But it's the only way to feed my other children.
The post got community noted. BBC frames Afghan fathers selling their daughters as sympathetic. All profiled cases involve girls 5 years old. Selling daughters for marriage is a long-standing cultural practice in parts of Afghanistan. BBC focuses on fathers' distress over the outcomes for girls, parentheses, BBC story from earlier is going mega viral. People are eviscerating them in the quote retweets if you want to check it out real quick. Not once does this article ask who is buying the children and why. Afghani men are selling their girls to other Afghani men. Get it right, you utter disgrace. They're voluntarily doing this to make money, as they have done in the Middle East for centuries. Men sell their daughters, and the BBC has a poor man's take. You don't hate the BBC enough. And this is the reason why they're doing it. They're doing it because they want to portray these people as being sympathetic, so they can soften people's opinions on them through immigration. They're trying to literally whitewash and make it look like selling your young, like, what is it, like 6-year-old daughters into slavery. How do you possibly try to paint him out as if he's the victim? There should be no moral equivalency that is drawn at all to this. This is sick, deranged. How do people defend this? The reason why they defend it is because it is anti-Western propaganda. Once you understand that these people hate you and they want to demographically replace you in your own countries, then you will finally understand their mind. The problem that I think a lot of people have is that they're naive and they assume that these people have some sort of a good motive. They have no good motive. Yep, there it is. Selling children to survive. Afghan fathers forced to make impossible choices. So he sold the girls to feed the boy. Man, they are trying to impose an ideology of cultural relativism to the most disgusting aspects of behavior around the world. It's filthy. I am so glad people are calling this out. I really am.